St. John Paul II, the new evangelization. But it, for a variety of reasons, hasn't really seemed to stick or resonate as a concept, or it's been hard for, I think, people in our culture to really understand what the new evangelization means. I think maybe part of it because here in our culture that's pretty Protestant, we think of evangelical as something being different from Catholic. And we're not really, just even the term evangelization for us is hard. It's hard for us to understand or to put flesh on the bones. And I've puzzled because it's trying to sort out, well, how do you then talk about what this effort is? Lately, I've been just saying, handing on our faith. It's a pretty basic way of putting it. But I think maybe that's the way we need to talk about this challenge that lies before us. One that was clearly so important to John Bosco, but we also hear even our Lord, who's in that time to pay any attention to children was not, children were not really, they were supposed to kind of disappear. And for him to speak of children, of having that value that he placed upon them, was really unique, and I think has been one of the defining characteristics of our church. But handing on our faith, I think we would have to say that the last 50 years, we've been doing a pretty poor job of it. We haven't figured out how to hand on our faith in this kind of post-modern world. And yet I think it's so important for us as we especially look up at a man like St. John Bosco to not give up. Sometimes I've heard people say, well, we just need to focus on adult faith formation. It's too difficult to connect with young people. These millennials, all they care about is their phones. You got to find some app, somebody else. But it's a real concern to me because if you look to the secular forces in our world, they are taking a profound interest in children. Profound interest in children. The amount of money, the amount of resources, the amount of effort into shaping the way that young people think and act is staggering. And I think we have to be honest that as a church, in recent decades especially, we've been just closing school after school and watching our influence on young people erode one year after the next. As a community of faith, at a certain point we have to just stop this retreat. And it's harder, I think, post-clergy scandal for the priests to be on the forefront of that. But as a community of faith, there really is no option but for us to, with courage and asking for the intercession of great saints like St. John Bosco, to set out once more to hand on our faith and to influence the young, to show them a different way than the secular world that they're being immersed in. it's a message of, I mean, if you look at what John Bosco did, the freedom and the peace, the joy that he was able to bring so many. Young people need faith in Jesus Christ. So many of them are so anxious and afraid and discouraged. So I encourage you, and let's first of all pray, but also, it's very hard to find catechists and volunteers to work with young people. We struggle in the parish. We struggle to just keep a bare minimum of people who are willing to work with children. So as a parish community, we really need parishioners to step up and to really work hard and to prioritize handing on faith to the young.